want to go to bed, but I need to talk about this book first because I just finished it. So yeah. Today we're talking about, again, the Star Wars Expanded Universe. Now titled Legends because Disney has its own canon. Now, here's a book that I never thought I needed or wanted, but that I absolutely did. It's something I wish we could have seen on screen in some way. So we have Vader, only a couple months after the events of Episode 3. And, Anakin's not used to having a robot body. So he has to adjust to that. Not only that, we get new Jedi, and you can guess because they're not in Episode 4, 5, and 6. So they're not going to meet a good end. And I didn't know if I'd care about them. But you know what? This book made me really, really care about them. Like, I knew what was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew it was going to be bad. And so that made me dread it. Tarkin shows up. That was cool. We get to see Kashyyyk again. We get, talks about Darth Bane from all the way back then. We get to have Vader and Sidious talking together. We get to see Chewbacca for a second. So, not for a second, it's a little bit longer than that, but it's cool. I don't want to spoil too much. I've already spoiled a little bit, and I don't want to talk about it anymore, but it is a really good book. It is one of my favorites of James Luceno. James Luceno is one of the best writers that I've ever seen or ever read his stuff. I still think, I know there's other books he's written for New Jedi Order, which I'm far away from that right now, but as for the books I've read, Darth Plagueis is still the best novel he's ever written. Labyrinth of Evil doesn't even come close to Darth Plagueis and this book. This book can't even touch Darth Plagueis, but it's still really good. Seeing more Vader is just great. And there's some stuff that, legitimately had me, even though, I don't want to spoil it, but there are parts in this. You know what? Here. It's a good book. If you like reading books and you like Star Wars and stuff, read this and Kenobi, or read Kenobi and then this after Episode 3. You'll be fine. Alright? Good? Great? Go read it. I'm going to spoil it now. So if you stay, it's your fault. So, Alderaan, Bail Organa, Princess Leia, Vader going to Alderaan. Now, it was only a small part of the book, but it was weird because I felt such anxiety at this part of the book, even though I know, obviously, he doesn't find out who Leia is, because he doesn't know that that's his daughter in Episode 4, which is, years later. But the way it was written, the way it was handled, I was still nervous, even though I know the outcome. It was crazy. I really liked Shrine. He grew on me a lot, or however you say his name, Shreen, I don't know. The main Jedi dude. I thought his relationship with his mother was interesting. And I really liked his attitude too. He was really cool. And it was really, dude, he kind of had a brutal end. It's kind of crazy. But it was really, really good. And the last thing I'll mention is that at the very, very end, for those of you who actually watch my videos, I know I'm wearing this. It's also it's super cold. It's been super cold. But for those of you who have actually watched my videos, so when I talked about the Kenobi book, I'm not going to get in that. If you want to know about that, go watch that review. But the only real big complaint I had, which isn't even really a complaint of the book, it's just like a preference, was that it kept teasing Qui-Gon talking to Obi-Wan. Because he kept having a meditation in like different parts of the book. Like every other chapter, he'd have a meditation trying to talk to Qui-Gon. And then, at the end of the book, epilogue time, Obi-Wan's in a cantina. And the way it's lined up, I still think it would be able to happen after the Kenobi book, so it works. He hears about Vader on the TV because of the events on Kashyyyk, and he freaks out. But then, finally, Qui-Gon does talk to him, because he starts freaking out. He's like, should freaking Luke stay here? Should I tell them? What should I do? Oh my gosh. I thought he was dead. He's still alive. And then Qui-Gon's like, yo, chill. Relax. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. And stuff. And it was, read the book. If you haven't read it, read it. Really good. I don't care if it's Legends. This stuff is superior to the canon stuff that I've seen. So far, anyway. But it was really good. I enjoyed it, and it wasn't a happy ending. But I'm glad that some of the Jedi made it out. And it completely seems like it kind of contradicts Rogue One explicitly, which is why you can't like try to mix canons for the most part. Because some of the Jedi, they all give up their lightsabers. They know that they have to stay in hiding. And, a couple of them are like, we're going to try to, work for the Empire and try to sabotage their projects in any way, which I took as them explicitly, that they don't know this yet, of course, for themselves, but they're going to end up working for the Death Star and making stuff purposely have flaws, so that way, later on, Luke can destroy it, which Rogue One tries to fix that plot hole, even though apparently this book is hinting toward already fixing that plot hole. So, I don't like loose ends, so I don't know how that works, because if they see the Rebel stuff going on, wouldn't they join the Rebel Alliance? But, I don't know. It's fine. But overall, I had a really good time with the rise of Darth Vader. And I can't wait for what comes next. And the next one is a book revolving around our favorite smuggler turned rebel guy that ends up marrying Leia. We get a book all about Han Solo. Actually, it's just going to be Han Solo for a while. It's going to be Han Solo. It's going to be 3 short books. They're in one collection, but there'll be 3 separate videos with Lando Calrissian. And we're just going to get a whole lot of Han Solo for a while. So it's going to be really cool. And I look forward to talking to you about Han Solo in the next one. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. May the Force be with you. Having a good time with it. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting back into reading, which I haven't done. So I'm glad. Hope you guys are enjoying this journey with me. And legend still matters. And it's my canon. So, see you in the next one. Good night or good morning or whatever time it is for you who's watching this. Peace.